guys. So this is our second lesson of the week, and the whole week we're working with algebraic equation, and now we're pushing it a bit higher up. So last lesson was really grade 8 stuff. This, if I'm not mistaken, is we haven't done grade 8, but we're using stuff that we already did this year. So we've got an equation. We're still trying to find x. Okay, we still couldn't find him. Okay, but the difference is now that we also have to multiply certain things. Okay, but we've done that. We've done it last week, isn't it? So I've got a number time brackets, right? We call them these things binoms. Okay, we need to multiply. We need to foil the brackets. We've done that. Okay, and it's actually easy ones. It's not difficult. So before we do anything here, we need to open it up. Okay, just like we did last week. So 5 times x will be 5x. 5 times minus 1 will be minus 5. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 1 plus 4. Okay, so the first step, just like we did last week. The second step is what we did last lesson, yesterday. Okay, it's actually very similar problem we have. So I have 5x and 4x here. We need to decide where are we going to have our x's. And I said always move them to where we have more of them. So we got 5x here. It's larger than 4x. So I'm going to get rid of this 4x by minusing 4x. Not by dividing by 4x. That's not going to get rid of him. I mean, it will get rid of him, but then we'll have terms like 5 divided by 4x. We don't want to put the 4x down at the denominator. We want to get rid of this side. So if it's plus 4x, we minus 4x. I hope that makes it clear. 5x minus 4x is x. Minus 5 equals 4. All we got to do is move the 5 to the other side. Plus 5. X equals 9. Okay? And that's the answer. Voila. Okay. Now, next problem. Still pretty easy. By the way, we're in page 112. No, that's not true. That's 130 now. Exercise 2. Okay, that's the exercise today. The next one is all similar, except I've got minus. Minus can be really, really tricky, okay? But it's not a big deal. Okay, so again, I'm foiling. I've got brackets. Whenever I have brackets, I have to foil first. Before I start moving any expression, foil. Okay, so 3m, 3 times 2 plus 6. Okay, now I've got to think about it. So I don't have a number here. What happens if I don't have a number before the brackets? Remember, that's that anorexic, that skinny one that we can't see. Okay? But except there is a minus, so it's minus 1. So minus 1 times 3 is minus 3, and minus 1 times minus m is plus m. Okay? This is probably a common mistake that people can make. Equal 5. Okay? And that's actually really easy because all the m's are already on the same side. That's easier than this one. 3m plus m is 4m. 6 minus 3. Okay, here's a good point. You want to get rid of these or move these numbers to the right side. But before you move them, simplify them. Okay, so what is 6 minus 3? It's plus 3. So first of all, I'll write that. And now, I'm going to move the 3 to the other side. Simple. Relation minus 3. Okay, and remembering that we have to move that 3 number before we get rid of that constant before the m. Okay? Alright, so minus 3, 4m equal 2. And then the last thing we need to do is get rid of that constant, that 4. And I do it by dividing, reaching the bottom here. Divide by 4, m equal, what is 2 divided by 4? It's half. You can write 0.5, you can write half, not half. Okay, I'm going to put in one more example. Okay, right, so I hope you guys see this blue. If you don't see it, let me know. Yeah, maybe I'll reuse this purple now. Anyway, x squared minus x times x minus 2. What's the first thing we do? Before we move anything, we open, foil. All the brackets must go. So I'm going to foil those two. Okay, x squared just remains the same. What is minus x times x? Is minus x squared. Minus x times minus 2 is plus 2x. And that's equal to 4. Okay, now potentially we have a problem. If you've got x squared and the x, these are two different things and I can't solve them. Well, There is a way to solve them, and we're actually going to learn it a little later on, but it's a whole different thing. It's called quadratic equation. But luckily here, I don't have to do that, because what is x squared minus x squared? It's 0. It cancelled it out anyway. So all I have is really 2x equal 4, and that's really easy. I think you can know, even in prep, you know what to do. You just divide by 2, x equal 2. Okay? So you just got to remember, if you've got a mixture of squares, x squares and x, right now we don't know how to do it. But in these kind of exercise, I think they're all going to cancel out. Otherwise, we won't be able to do it. Okay? I'm going to do one more difficult one. Okay? So I've got 3x minus 4 times 3x plus 4 minus 3x minus 2 squared. Now, what I think most of you are going to do is FOIL them. Okay? How would you FOIL them? When we have bracket, time bracket, you're going to do that time that, that time that, that time that, that time that. Okay? And that one, what is 3x minus 2 squared? I'm going to just get rid of that. Okay? What is 3x minus 2 squared? It's 3x minus 2 times 3x minus 2. And again, you just time that by that, that by that, that by that, that by that. Create these 4 pairs, and then simplify what you can simplify. You can do it, that's fine. But what I'd like you to do is use the formulas. Okay? So remember last week, which was tough, we learned 3 formulas. Okay? One of the formulas was a plus b squared. We learned that this is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Remember that one? The first square, the second square, and in the middle term, 2ab. The second equation was a minus b squared, which is kind of like that. It's very similar. It's a squared and b squared, but instead of plus 2ab, we have minus 2ab. Okay? That's the one we're going to use. And then the last one, I've got a plus b times a minus b, and that's a squared minus b squared. Remember that one? Okay, now this is what we've got here. Okay, remember we've done these kind of exercises. I'll get my blue. That's the a minus b times a plus b. It's the same. I can put the a minus b in front. That's the same thing. Okay? What is the a? That's the a. And that is the b. 4 is the b. So the answer I'll get here is a squared minus b squared. So I'm going to have 3x squared minus 4 squared. Just use that formula. It's quicker, and you get to practice that equation, which will be very important for our next topic. Minus, and here I have to put in brackets, and I've got 3x minus 2 squared. So that's that equation. Okay? It should be another plastic. Okay? Right? So I'm going to write, what is a? This is the a, and this is the b. So 3x squared minus 2. What is a? Is 3x. And b is 2. And b plus b squared, so plus 2 squared. Guys, I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Okay? Now, let's write down the answers. 3x squared is 9x squared, minus 4 squared is 16 minus. It's very important that we had these brackets. If we didn't have these brackets, okay, because there was brackets here, then all the minuses will be wrong. 3x squared, we already know, is 9x squared. Minus 2 times 3x times 2 is minus 12x. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12x. Plus 4. Now, I'm going to open this bracket. So all the minus becomes plus, all plus becomes minus. 9x squared, can you still see it? You can. Minus 16 minus 9x squared plus 12x minus 4. And now, we can, and by the way, I forgot to write down equals 0 equals 0. Okay, it's an equation. Okay, now, lost my pen. We are in a potential problem because we've got a mixture of squares, x squared, and normal x. But just as before, these guys cancel out. 9x squared minus 9x squared is 0. Okay, so all I'm left with is 12x. You write in purple. 12x minus 20 equals 0, and that means I'm going to write it down here, guys. 12x equal 20, and x equal 20 over 12. You can put that in the calculator, or you can just simplify it to the divided by 4 is 5 divided by 3. Okay? Now guys, I know it's tough. Don't panic. Okay? I think what most of you at this point, if you've got some exercise like that, and that's a bit of a tough one, okay, it's a toughie, then maybe don't do the way I did. Maybe just open it patiently using the foiling, creating pairs. That's absolutely fine. Okay? Right. Good luck, guys, in exercise, and I'll see you next lesson.